Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's Titi and today I'm here with another video. Today we're gonna be talking about gaining independence at 18, Africa versus America type of thing. So one thing I hear that when people do is to generalize Africa and stuff to be like, oh, like that type of stuff where it's like we got 54 different countries in this continent, but people be saying, oh, I'm going to Africa instead of being specific. But I'm doing almost the same thing because I feel like when it comes to Africa and Africans, we have similar traditions and similar ways that we do things and stuff. So we're gonna talk about people gaining independence at 18 in Western world, specifically America, because yeah. So in America and things, people gain independence at 18, where it's like they can move on their own, they can make like legal decisions and stuff, which is almost the same in Africa. Yeah, we make okay, it's a legal age for a lot of things, but at 18 you're still a kid, you still with your parents, you still under that rules, you still like you're a kid basically. But that side, for me, I watch a lot of American stuff, a lot of American blogs, vlogs, whole lot of stuff I watch from them. You see them, you'll see somebody at 18 moving out on their own. I'm like, hello. And then for them, that society permits them to do such a thing because it's like they're 18, and even before 18, some of them work. Some people work at 15, some people work at 16, 17, 18, whatever. But it's just that 18 is like the legal age for them to be like, okay, you know what? I can actually move out, I can actually do things on my own. But whereas Africa is like, even though it's a legal age, it's just that the system don't permit you to do certain things because at 18 you're not really gonna find a job where it's like it's gonna be paying you good for you to be able to sustain yourself to move on, to move out. I'm not saying it's impossible because obviously it's like rare cases, stuff like that do happen. But if we're talking about the majority, it don't happen like that, and that's just the truth. Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna be sharing my take on it and how I feel about everything. So I feel like gaining independence at 18 and being able to like move out and make decisions for yourself is, it got a good and its bad side, obviously. But I feel like the freedom is there. Whereas you have financial freedom, you have freedom to like live and do stuff out of your parents' like jurisdiction and things. So it's like you're earning money right now, all your money and everything is going to stuff that you want. Everything is about you, and everything is like about you building yourself. I feel like having independence at 18 or working before 18 and then being free at that age, it permits you to start, it just, it makes you to start like life, it makes you ahead of your time basically. So you starting at 18, it makes you, the typical 18-year old in America probably get the word, okay? Please don't come and quote me. Probably have a better head start financially than the typical 18-year-old in Africa, because the typical 18-year-old in Africa is thinking about probably like they just out of high school, they think about like finishing their first year of college, or or they just started their first year of college, they honor their parents basically. But those of the ones in America, they thinking about like getting their first apartment, getting their first car, doing this, doing that, and what have you. So for me, I feel like they just get a early start to life, and is actually a very good thing. And then the negative side of everything is the fact that they don't get to be grounded. They don't get to be like, to let's just say save enough to like just wait, and then maybe, you know, it could get to a point where I feel like if you're 18 and then you're working, I don't think it will make sense for you to just say, oh, I want to leave my parents' house, because it comes with a lot of consequences and stuff. You gotta be spending your own, money, and then it's like it makes no sense to me. Whereas the kid in Africa, if the kid in Africa was like working and stuff, that kid gonna save that money because he's still in your parents' house. You get to save more. You get to do extra things with your money where you don't have to think about rent. You don't have to think about paying bills. You don't have to think about doing none of those responsible, like not woman but responsible person stuff. So I feel like that's that disadvantage. They get to like do everything by themselves once they get to that age, whereas the kid in Africa don't have to do that. So let's talk about the ones in Africa. I feel like not being so financially independent as an 18-year-old in Africa permits you, is like you're more grounded. You get to have more discipline instilled in you. You get to understand how hard your parents actually. Okay, no. You don't get to understand that. I feel like the Americans get to understand how hard their parents actually work and how to spend money. So I feel like as an American, they will probably have more financial literacy because they made mistake in the early years and stuff. So it's like now you can't really tell them nothing because they've been handling money, they've been knowing how to deal with money. Whereas the kid in Africa just been used to receiving money from their parents. You understand? So, but the advantage about being African and not being so independent at 18, especially when it comes to financial stuff, is the fact that you're grounded, you're well taken care of. Nobody gonna come and ask you for anything. The only thing an African parent is gonna ask you for is that degree, that diploma, and following that rules, that instruction, and discipline. But I feel like the bad side of that thing is the fact that most kids, right? It's like even if you want something as an African kid, like if you want something out of maybe school and like other personal little things that maybe your parents will like, oh, we have to give it to you. You have to like just dream of it because you know that it can't happen unless you do something extraordinary that will have to like that will make you to earn money and stuff. You have to do like things extra. What the hell? Things that are extraordinary. You understand? But I also even the society that we live in, don't guys, the mosquito is way too much. So they are our friends right now. So just accept them, okay? So whereas damn, I'm losing my point. So the kid in Africa just like they have to dream about one day, oh my god, one day I'm gonna be free, one day I'm gonna be able to get this, one day I'm gonna be able to get that. And it's like maybe they won't have those stuff until maybe they're like in their 20s, maybe 23, 24, 22. You understand? They have to be out of college, out of their parents' roof before they think about getting money for themselves, before they think about earning things for themselves. And it's like, bro, like what? For me, I feel like it's half and half. I feel like I like the American way of doing things, and I also like the African way of doing things. I like the American way of like the fact that at 18 they can be able to work, they can be able to get things for themselves, things going on for themselves, and it's like they just most it's just financially free. You get? I just love that financial freedom that most of them have because that society. You can go to America right now, maybe I'm based in America, but I'm saying like Western world in general. But you go there, it's like work and stuff. People have like pay you by hours, pay you by this. You understand? That's more like it's like you get to be independent in some ways. Like you get to understand the value of money. Like you actually working for it. Whereas somebody who's just sitting down and waiting for their parents. And don't get me wrong, African kids actually do work, but it's like after all those years, where it's like the normal kid in America started maybe when they were 15, 16. They've been saving up. Where it's like you better start after college, maybe 21, 22, before you can even start saving your own personal money. And that's where I have to give social media so much credit because it's like I see a lot of Africans, a lot, and I watch a lot of my people. I support them 100%. It's like a lot of them making money from YouTube and stuff. Even though most of our countries ain't monetized because of sanctions and a whole lot of stuff, but a lot of my people are actually making money from internet. They're making money from YouTube, they're making money from TikTok, they go on live, they're actually making money and stuff. This is why I love my African girls because the ones that are actually making the money, they still stay with their parents and wait till they save up enough and then because let me tell you something, getting five, that's the disadvantage most Americans have because getting 500 in Africa is like, bro, you about to be renting a whole mansion, like you about to be renting like 3, 4 bedroom house. So it's like the kid in America that's earning 500, even if it's per week, they about to half of that 500 is already going to rent. You might find houses because the vlogs I watch, they be saying, "Oh, my house is like some of my some of the girls I watch is like, oh, my house is 1,500, my house is 800, and the house might be like 2 bedroom or 1 bedroom apartment, not even something big, just apartment. Whereas in Africa, if you're making 500." bro, you getting yourself a big house upstairs. What you talking about? Everything parking lot secured. So that's the advantage about being Africans. Like we don't start working at an early age, but when we do start working, our money actually like our work actually pays off. Like you understand, our work actually pays off because if an African kid is making 500, trust me, that person is about to be in a mansion. But if you're making 500 in America, you're not about to be in no mansion. So that's the advantage that we have. Even though we don't start early, when we do start making money, the money is like the money is being put to use. So everything has its own advantage and disadvantages because it's like you get to live with your parents for that years, bro. You covered, like you're not thinking on anything, you just thinking like, bro, I'm about to study, make my parents proud, gotta give them that diploma and stuff. Whereas the other kids, most of them, they'll some of them might say, oh, I don't want to go to college, I want to be independent, I want to work, I want to do this. And it's like, okay, that's cool, you get to make that decision for yourself. But in Africa, it's like your parents standing on business and telling you, like, no, bro, you're not doing that. Go and get the degree. Give me the degree, and then after that, you can go and live your life and do whatever you do whatever you chose is basically. So yeah, that's a meme. I'm not making mistake. So yeah, that's something I wanted to touch base on because I've been seeing a lot of American YouTubers, most of them 18, 19, they're moving into their own house. But I've been seeing my African girls, them, they be like, you guys, I have to go home, like, I'm living with my parents, this. And it's actually fun. We all from different backgrounds, different culture, and different, like, society, basically. And I do respect both of them. So, yeah, so what's your take? Do you prefer the American independence or the African independence where it's like after college before you can get to work and start your life? And like I said, social media is actually helping a lot of African young people because we don't have to wait for that breakthrough of, oh, after college I gotta be holding like papers trying to go from office to office to go and get like job. Right now it's like even if you're looking for a job, you can start social media and start getting paid more than even what your job will give you. But at the end of the day, people want to put that degree to use, so it's like most of them will actually find a job and then um keep influencing on social media work, the second one, which is not bad. I actually love that. Like me, I'm in college right now and I'm still doing social media, even though I haven't started making money from it, but it's gonna happen eventually. But hey, until that time comes, let me put out some good content for you. And yeah, y'all tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, what's your thought on like being financially independent at 18 versus like maybe 22, 23, which is the African normal like threshold. I don't know. So yeah, you guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. And let me just say, I really, really, really do appreciate the love, the support on my video. I made this video about analyzing my president, the new president of Liberia, analyze his work that he did so far in the country. And you guys really been like supporting heavily. I have 8.4 thousand views on that video. I have a lot of comments. People don't agree with me, some people do agree with me, and I do appreciate every single one of them because at the end of the day, this is why I make videos for. I'm not saying everybody should come and agree with me like in the comment section, but at least we interact with each other and yeah, just share our points. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like my video, so once you like the video, it gives YouTube the idea like, oh yeah, people messing with this video, so we're gonna promote it to a larger audience. So like this video and comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys. Mm -mm -mm. Okay, bye.